Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Merry Christmas. Oh, my goodness. It's so fun to see this mix of costumes today. We have everything from pajamas to glitzy and suits and everything in between. How much fun is this? Let's all stand and sing our typical and hope probably the final time this year, our typical opening song at Christmas time, "O Come, All Ye Faithful." Hi, Barb. Good morning once again, everyone, and Merry, Merry Christmas to you all. I am Reverend Rona Segura, and it is my pleasure to welcome you today, whether you are glitzed up or pajamas, to this community of love and fun and inspiration. It is lovely to see you all here. And whether you are a regular attendee or someone who comes infrequently or someone who's here for the very first time, a very warm welcome to everyone. And if you are joining us online, then a warm welcome to you too from all of us here at Unity in New Westminster. If you ever come to the Vancouver area, it would be lovely to see you here. We gather here every week to consider ideas for full and abundant living. We draw on the teachings of Jesus, who we consider our primary way shower and example. And we honor that there is wisdom to be found in faith traditions all over the planet. There's wisdom to be found in story and in our life experiences and in song and in movies. And we're open to finding inspiration wherever the inspiration comes from. All are welcome here. All are worthy here. All are celebrated here. And our goal, our dream, our intention is that you leave here today with ideas for a calm, connected, and contented life. Let us open our time together in a time of centering prayer. We are so grateful to be here today on the traditional and ancestral territory of the Kakite First Nation. To be in this place to sing together, to laugh together, to celebrate and to honor the goodness that each one of us is at our core. We acknowledge the presence of love which is present here today. And we imagine and are reminded that we are one in that presence. We embrace the idea that there is no spot that presence is not. And some may call that presence God. Others may say life. Other faith traditions may call that presence Yahweh or Allah or Creator or energy. Those who prefer no faith tradition may say quantum and science and life and nature. By whatever our understanding may be, for the creative presence which brings us here today, that presence in which we live and breathe and have our being, that presence which is us, we embrace the idea that it is one, that we are one, and we are all connected. And it is from this awareness of our connection that we intend love and peace and joy for every being on this planet. We resolve to see beneath the labels that so often divide us and find and celebrate our shared humanity. We uplift everyone with a prayer for peace. And we are so grateful to be here today. So it is. Amen. I'm going to invite the newest family in our group to come up and light the Advent candles. Those who want to. Some of them are experiencing some reluctance for that. How's that? Seva and Paul are coming up. Yay! Come on up, Seva. I'm going to call out the colors and you're going to light them, okay? We're going to start with purple. Great. So the first Sunday of Advent, we lit the candle for faith, which reminds us to keep going. And then the next week, we lit another purple candle, and that one was for love. And the flame's not loving the flame right now. And then we lit another purple candle, and that one was for peace. And then the pink candle was last week, and that was a candle to celebrate joy. And finally, today we light the Christ candle, the white candle. And that candle represents the light that is always lit within us. You can blow that one out. Thank you. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Seva. The white candle, every other week, we actually have it lit because it is the light that represents the light within us, which actually never goes out. But today, for artistic purposes, we did it this way. Today's daily word is Christmas Day. On Christmas Day, I received the priceless gift of my divinity. Not all the gifts of Christmas come wrapped in ribbons and bows. Some of the greatest gifts I give or received cannot be touched or seen. I feel them in my heart and know them through my soul. The delights of Christmas, lights, music, celebration, time spent with loved ones, those delights fill my awareness with beauty and brightness. My heart opens to make hope more accessible, faith more steadfast, joy more abundant, and peace more present. I experience love's power more palpably and receive life's blessings more freely. The greatest gift of Christmas goes deeper. It is the gift of my own divinity. The humble birth celebrated by millions is more than a timeless story. It's a sacred reminder that the divine presence that was born in Jesus is also born in me. And this reading was inspired by the second book of Corinthians, chapter 9, verse 15. Thanks be to God for his indescribable gift. And I'm going to ask Sharon to come up and read our announcements. We're shifting the program a little today and putting the announcements early.
I knew how to use this thing, but I didn't.
There you go.
Okay. Just to let you know that there will not be a Monday meditation. It's usually on the first Monday of the month. Our prayer team continues to uplift the names on our prayer list. So please fill in the prayer request slip found in your welcome packet with the person's first name and first initial of their last name, and place it in the offering basket. You can also join us on the last Sunday of the year for our annual Burning Bowl service. Together we take a gentle look at the events, ideas, and beliefs that no longer serve us. We write them on a flash paper and release them in flame, making space for clarity and peace. We also pause to honor something good from our past year, naming the gift we choose to carry with gratitude into the new year. It is a reflective and meaningful ritual for all ages as we close the year with intention and light. And lots of people actually show up for this one too. It's great. Refreshments and celebrating December birthdays will follow the program. I know a couple people with birthdays in December. The next Sunday will be the White Stone ceremony. Join us for a gentle and reflective white stone ceremony as we step into the new year with intention. Inspired by an ancient Roman tradition where the white stone symbolized freedom and a fresh start, we take time to listen within and consider the qualities we want to embody in the year ahead. Through a peaceful, guided meditation, you will be invited to choose a word that represents your new nature and the direction your heart is ready to grow. Everyone is welcome to begin the year with clarity, calm, and a sense of sacred possibility. And I think we have one more here. Okay. And we are grateful for the gifts from which we support our ministry. We know that many in our community contribute to pre-authorized payments. Please donate as you can. You can do it online as well. And Merry Christmas to you.
Thank you.
I think that's it.
Me. The Christmas story is beautiful. It celebrates the birth of Jesus, our example, the exceptional example. So at Unity, we don't see Jesus as the great exception. We see Jesus as an exceptional example for us all to follow. The story is a story which evokes emotion and sentiment and a sense of wonder in us. I mean, imagine we've got the good guys, the wise kings, we've got the bad guys with King Herod, we've got angels, we've got gifts, we've got animals, and we've got a baby. It's a feel-good story. And some may question how much of the story is historical fact. Was there really a virgin birth, for example? And I'm going to invite you to allow for the possibility, if that helps for you. And if it's just too much of a stretch, it's okay. Because it's really not so much about whether or not there was a virgin birth, or whether or not there was a star, or whether or not there were really angels and dreams. The part that really matters is how we interpret and internalize these messages. Celebrating the birth of Jesus and learning how our lives might be enriched by the story is far more important to me than whether or not it is literally the truth of how things progressed that night. At Unity, we enjoy reading the stories in the Bible literally, so that we can enjoy them for the story that they are. And we look to the story for deeper meanings. Meanings about how these people and these characters and these events show up in our lives, and how we can apply some of the examples in our lives. The gender, the age, even the likability of the characters does not matter. Each character represents something that might exist in each of us. Metaphysically, then, that's the idea of beyond the physical. The Christmas story is about each of us as we give birth to the awareness of the goodness within each of us. The awareness that we are more than the physical, limited self that we see in the mirror every day. That we are something deeper, more precious. We are indeed powerful beings, each one of us. Each one with the creative energy. Each one with the creative energy that we call God, or Tao, or Divine Mind. Each one of us is precious and special. Our goal is to walk the road to Bethlehem, to birth that awareness for each one of us. So I'm going to walk you through the story a little today. And from that, interpret what some of the stages are. First, we see Mary, Joseph, and their donkey on the way to Bethlehem. Mary is a woman who lives in Nazareth, and she's engaged to Joseph. An angel appears to her and says, "You're going to have a baby." Now, I don't know how it might be when you were growing up and you were likely 13, 14 years old, which is the date that and in those days, a normal time for young women to be married. But I know that it wasn't that long ago when I was actually it was that long ago. In the time that I was that young, imagine how mortified my society would have been if I had gone home and said, Mom, I got something to tell you. In those days, it was grounds not just for a separation and breaking of the betrothal, but Mary might very well have been stoned because it was a mortal sin to have sex before marriage. So we have this young woman, pregnant, divinely ordered or not, doesn't matter. The part that matters is that she was pregnant. Joseph finds out that Mary is pregnant. Again, he was well within his right to, and actually would have been expected to break the engagement. Like, what the hell? What the heaven? But neither of them did that. Instead, they agreed to go forward on the road to Bethlehem. And the reason they needed to go to Bethlehem was because Joseph was of the house of David. And the Caesar Augustus at the time had said, we need to have a census. You got to go to the homeland and you've got to be registered there. What can this story tell us about the birthing of divinity? The idea that Mary and Joseph together traveled to Bethlehem and birthed Jesus the Christ. Christ means anointed. It is not Jesus' last name. Each one of us is Daniel the anointed, Gladys the anointed, Leah the anointed. That's the journey that we're taking on this road to Bethlehem as we explore Mary and Joseph. So the first concept I want to share with you is this idea of when everything looks like it's not going the way it's supposed to, when society is saying you should do something different, what Mary and Joseph's examples show us is keep calm and ride on. We see the faith of Mary and the strength of Joseph kind of combined into this dignity, this resilience to go and keep moving forward. Mary demonstrates her willingness to surrender. What does she represent for us? A loving heart, a willing heart, an open heart, a pure heart. The idea of a virgin birth is an idea of the seed of the divine, if you will, not being seeded by something outside of us, but rather coming from within us. It is God already within us, if you want to use that language. Purity already within us, if that's more preferable. And so we see Mary as being this purity from which consciousness of love is born. We see with Joseph this idea of strength standing despite society's expectations. Can you imagine how he must have felt? Part of us can identify with the Joseph of, I'm going to follow what society expects. And then there's the other part that's like, no, there's something more here. Joseph represents strength and faith. He represents the faith that stands strong in the face of doubt. When we are filled with shoulds in our head, when we are filled with, oh my gosh, I'm going to look silly. There may just be a part of us that is longing to birth with Mary, this new baby, connecting with her. So our Joseph nature finds the strength to stay the course, the faith to continue on. The path itself is interesting, because if you have ever literally looked at the path from Nazareth to Bethlehem, it's 90 miles on a rocky road. That is like from New Westminster to Whistler. It is not comfortable. And that's also true for the spiritual journey that we're on. That there are times when the path may feel uncomfortable. And it is our love and our purity, the purity of our desire to grow, which combines with the strength, which is our Joseph nature, to keep on keeping on, despite the discomfort. That's what's going to take us to Bethlehem. So when we are, as we are, all of us on our journey to awareness of the wisdom and love and peace and joy that is our innate nature, it's not always going to be easy. There will be times when we question. There will be times when the road is rocky. There will be times when we're going to want to go to the familiar. And our goal is to keep calm and keep on keeping on. Next, we talk about the inn and the stable, that birth of the baby. Now, in the story, when Mary and Joseph arrive in Bethlehem, not surprisingly, because everyone is going to their homelands for the census, there is no room at the inn. And the innkeeper offers them the stable. That's the story. And it is in the quiet of the stable and in the lowliness of the manger that Jesus is born. Mary lays Jesus in a trough from which the animals feed. Metaphysically, the idea of these aspects of the story meaning something more for us. We see that the birth of the Christ, the awareness of our anointment, if you will, doesn't happen when there is a busy inn of thoughts in our head. It can be summed up, this idea can be summed up in 3 words. Peace, be still. Instead of the overcrowded and likely chaotic inn, the baby is born in the relative peace and quiet of the stable. The inn and the stable represent our thoughts. Any of you who are teachers, actually any of you who have been students, will know that it's difficult to introduce a new concept when there's lots of stuff going on in your mind. What some might call monkey mind. When our minds are filled with busy thoughts, it's difficult to admit that new ideas can even come in. And to have those new ideas have space to grow, we need a place where a person is calm enough and still enough to allow those thoughts in. Remember, the Christ is always and has always been a part of us. And if our Christmas journey is to awaken the divinity within us, then we would do well to follow the example in the story, which is to give ourselves the gift of silence. As the Christmas carol says, to prepare him room. And in the stillness of prayer and meditation, away from busy personality, people, things to do, too much going on in those places in our thoughts, can we allow the dear Christ to enter in silently and in silence? Peace, be still, so that your Christ may emerge. And we look at the shepherds. In the silence, the baby is born, and the shepherds are watching their flocks in a nearby field. And they're blinded by a great light. And the angel Gabriel appears, and he tells the shepherds not to be afraid. He tells them where to find the baby. And then a multitude of angels join, and they sing glory to God. And after the angels leave, the shepherds go to Bethlehem, they find the baby, then they return to the fields. What can we learn from the shepherds in the story? I fear not. The shepherds were doing what we all do. They were protecting their sheep. Think about the importance of protecting your sheep. If your livelihood is sheep, then wouldn't it make sense that you would want to protect your sheep so that there aren't foxes and who knows what else that might come to tear those sheep away from you? So it is with us. The sheep could be our source of income, the sense of well-being that we have. We protect the thoughts and beliefs that we have, the things that have protected us in the past and provided for us in the past. What do? We believe all of this here because it's part of the past that has served us well. And maybe it will continue to do so. But it's almost like the angels represent this new idea that comes along and says, leave this for a while. Just let it be for a while. And come and see this new thing. I think partly that's why we are here every week, is because the sheep, which represent our sense of well-being, our sense of income, our sense of how things are and what protects us right now, that we want to protect, that sometimes that's not all there is. And so instead, we're open to trying new things, to seeing things a different way. And what's interesting about that is the sheep were brave enough then the shepherds were brave enough then to leave the sheep and go and see this new idea. And to see the wisdom of the new idea and be uplifted by the wisdom of this new idea, this beautiful child. And they were inspired. And they told people. And then they also went back to being shepherds. It's a really crucial idea that you don't need to give up everything that you've held dear when you are on a spiritual journey. Yes, there are parts that are there that have served you well. It's okay to leave them. Find something new. Be inspired by it and help when you come back to be transformed by that new idea. But it doesn't mean that you need to give up everything that you already had. If we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, if we fear not, we can take a new look at some of the deeply held beliefs we've had and consider whether they serve us any longer. And we can come back to our lives. We're still the same people, just more. The other thing about the shepherds that I will say is, if you think about what they were protecting, they were things that they had, that held dear. They held, I can't speak today. They were things that the shepherds held dear. Metaphysically, these are deeply held beliefs. The parts we want to get rid of are the deeply held beliefs, the things that we want to leave and find a new light for are the deeply held beliefs in lack of worth. A friend of mine, we had dinner a week ago now, I guess, and he's a counselor. And I asked him if there's any one thing that he sees that is constant in all of the work that he does. Like, what's the constant theme? And he said, lack of self-worth. That broke my heart. All of us on this road to Bethlehem are on the road, which at times can be rocky, at times can feel uncomfortable, and at times can be going against what other people have done and are doing. And our journey to Bethlehem is to take time in the silence, to go into the stillness of the manger and give birth to our worth. And in order to do that, we need to take a look at what we've been shepherding that is time to allow it to go away. Yes, there are parts we're going to keep. The shepherds came back. But they were also willing to leave for a while. Can you look, each one of you, at what it is that you are guarding in the night, that no longer is serving you, so that you can go and find the worth that you are. It doesn't mean you have to give up everything. But it does mean that you have to have the courage to walk away for a while. Go find it. And then when you find it, come back transformed. Jesus said, I am the light of the world. Everyone knows he said that. But we forget that he also said, you are the light of the world. Marianne Williamson, in her book, A Return to Love, wrote this: our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, and hear this, everyone, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, and talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it is in everyone. As we become aware of the glory of God in us, as we leave those thoughts that we've been guarding in the dark and we turn to the light, as we begin to believe differently, we become aware of an amazing source of freedom. We, like the shepherds in the story, are filled with gratitude. We can't help but be uplifted and transformed. Each one of us is the shepherd of our own thoughts. Fear not. You are the light of the world. In the interest of time, I won't talk so much about the gifts of the Magi. But I will say this: follow your star. Whatever that longing is within you, whatever that constant voice in your head may be that says, try this. Consider it. And give the gifts of the Magi. We joked on Sunday in our pageant that the Magi should have brought casseroles and they should have brought diapers. But the idea of gold and frankincense and myrrh are the ideas of precious gifts that are given freely. And then the Magi, even though they were told that they should go back to Herod and report on where the baby was, they left by a different way so that they didn't have to interact with Herod anymore. That star, your inspiration is yours. Give it all of your love and attention. Give your passion all of your love and attention. And if there's a part of you, a Herod part of you, that's like, just tell me where that is so that I can go take care of that for you, then follow the instinct that says, no, that's not going to work. There's a part of you that's going to want the power that Herod represents to claw it back. We've all had that experience. I know I have, where I have, in fact, I'm going through it now again, still. The idea of there's something I long for. And I reach for it, and I get closer and closer. And then there's a Herod thought that says, let me take care of that for you. Follow your star. Give it all that you have, and ignore the Herod. There's the Christmas story for you. Like any Christmas story, it's a love story. Like any good story, it's a love story. It has all of these elements. And it has a happy ending as an innocent child and an innocent family who were threatened managed to escape. And they end up living in safety. This Christmas, allow that story to be your story too. Give birth to your worth. Allow for the trials and tribulations. Expect the Herod thoughts. Notice the fear. Do it anyway. You were once that beautiful child that we celebrate today. You still are. You are the light of the world. Act as if you believe it. Merry Christmas. Oops. Thank you all for being here today. I appreciate you all. Thank you for being here. Thank you to Valerie and Glenn who are doing audio visual, for Cindy who helped to set things up today, and you as well, Kyle. Thank you, Kyle. Gisela for helping with ushering, and Sharon, thank you for reading the announcements. Most importantly, though, thank you to each one of you for being here, for being willing to explore these ideas, the idea of your road to Bethlehem and your journey of birthing your worthiness. I am so grateful to all of you. Merry Christmas. Shall we get into our circle? I don't remember I can't remember what I put in there next. Oh yeah, so we're going to move into a circle and we're going to sing Let There Be Peace on Earth. For those of you who prefer not to hold hands, there's lots of things going around. Not a problem, just keep your hands to your side.
And let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now, with every step I take. Let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
I am the light of God, I am the love of God, I am the power of God, I am the presence of God, wherever we are, God is.
I am the light of God, I am the love of God, I am the power of God, I am the presence of God, wherever I am, God is. You are the light of God, you are the love of God, you are the power of God, you are the presence of God, wherever you are, God is. You are the light of God, you are the love of God, you are the power of God, you are the presence of God, wherever you are, God is. We are the light of God, we are the love of God, we are the power of God, we are the presence of God, wherever we are, God is. And all is well.
And before we leave, let us bless our beautiful children, children of light. We love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we see the light that shines as you. Amen.
Dreaming of a
Let's
white
sing.
Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where those treetops listen and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow, the snow. Then I am dreaming of a white Christmas with every Christmas card I write. May your days, may your days, may your days be merry and bright. And may all your Christmases be white.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and the children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. Yeah, 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 I'm dreaming of a white Christmas with every Christmas card I write.
May those days, may your days, may your days be merry and bright. And may all your Christmases